Hello, first grade families. My name is Amy Lenk, and I am going to be your child's first grade teacher. So you're going to see two short videos. The first one is just me introducing myself, which I'm going to do now, and then the second one will be just me walking around the classroom showing you and your child what you would have seen if we would have had our normal open house. So first off, a little bit about myself. I have been teaching first grade. I've been in the district since 1994. Been teaching first grade for many of those years. Started off in preschool, taught second grade for a little bit, kindergarten for a little bit, and then first grade pretty much the whole career. I love first grade. This is just a wonderful age, and I just really truly have fun with it. So I hope your child does too. I am married, and I have two beautiful children. My daughter is going into 11th grade, and my son is going into 8th grade. She's a volleyball player, and he is a hockey player. So we spend a lot of time doing that as long as there's a season, and we're keeping our fingers crossed with that. I also have two cats, so the kids will hear lots of stories about my children and my cats that I love very much. So that's it really about me. So I'm going to stop the video, and then we're going to go on to part 2 of the classroom, so you can see what that's all about. Okay, so when your child comes into the classroom, when they walk through the door, which is right here, and they will come in, down here is what I call mailboxes. A lot of times the kids will call them cubbies, same thing. This is where they'll be putting their stuff. And then in all the classrooms and in all the hallways, we always have our Lobster Life rules, which we learn a lot about in the first few weeks of school. So you'll see the posters everywhere. Over here is usually where we have our class schedule. So what I always have the date up there written both ways, and then there's always the schedule or the agenda, so the kids, and they learn how to read it. They know exactly what's happening, so there's no surprises. They know what's coming up next, and it's really great for them. It gives them some independence, and they just sit there and can't wait till lunchtime, usually in recess, and when do they go home half the time. So that's always fun for them to have something to look forward to. Then, of course, we have, there's always an alphabet up there with all the letters, so they can, with letters and sounds, so they know how to write them and print them. And then we also have our Class Champs board. This is a behavior management system that we use so the kids know their expectations of how they can talk. Do they have to be quiet? Can they whisper? Is it just normal talking? How do we get help? Am I staying in my seat? Can I walk around the room? And am I working by myself or with others at that time? And if you do all that, you will have success. And then up here, I usually also have all the math stuff that we use. Posters and numbers and Puzzled Penguin, which the children might remember from kindergarten. He helps us solve problems because he's always making mistakes. The next thing over here, what you see is just our reading board. This is we call it a cafe board at the top, and all those, the CAFE stands for different things that all the children will learn to do to become great readers. And as they learn the different strategies, we put the strategies up as they go. And you'll see that in my classroom a lot, that things are blank, and as we go into the year, we make posters and we learn things, we put it up as we go. Here's my big table that I usually sit at, and the children will come with me and read with me. And then we walk around here, and we have our smart board and more whiteboard, do a lot of our lessons up here. Down here are our student blue boxes. So every student is given a number, a student number. I give them a number. It just really helps me with organizing and keeping track of things. And eventually, it doesn't take them long. They learn their student number, and then that's where they will be putting their supplies. Once they get them, they'll have folders and a math book and book bags and all the things they can keep in there. And then walking around the room, I'm here, right here with another alphabet, is our word wall. Our word wall is, those are those words. They're called high frequency words, words that the children need to be able to read and spell to make themselves really good readers and writers. And as we learn them, we put them up on the word wall. So we refer to that word wall a lot. And then over here, so we have some toys for them to play with. And then a little reading area where they can get books that either that I put out for them so they can read during times that they're done with their work, or books that I've read to them that I like to put out so they can reread them, retell them to themselves. I have a little reading bench and some pillows, blocks for them to play with. And then over here are some more numbers. Teach us how to print the numbers and remember what those numbers are. Little rhymes to go with them. We have over here their little computer reading center. Usually right here at this table is where they listen to books. Probably that'll be more spread out and on the floor. This is where all that storage takes place. We have a lot of math things for them to use, books, things that supplies that they need for when they do their activities throughout the day. And then very importantly, here's the bathroom. So yes, we have a bathroom, very nice, that the kids can have right here. So there's no need for them to leave and go out into the hallway. And then right here's a drinking fountain. And they can bring water bottles to school. Hopefully they will be labeled with their name on them or somehow, so we don't get them mixed up. But if they don't have one, they can use a drinking fountain. If that's allowed, I think right now we're kind of deciding. I'm not sure about the drinking fountain, so you probably want to bring a water bottle. We'll have more information on that as we go through all this. A sink in our classroom for good washing hands. And again, I think we're kind of back to the beginning. Here's the tables. So every child will have his or her own seat. And let's go out. I think the last thing they need to find, oh, one more thing about the mailbox is everything will be labeled with their name on it, so they'll know exactly where everything is. This is where they'll put their folder that they bring to school every day, and then we go out the door. And then right around here are our lockers. So we have lots of lockers for them to put their stuff. And over here. And I think basically that is about it. So looking forward to you coming in today, or not today, looking forward to you coming in on September 14th. And have a great weekend and see you soon.
Hello, first graders and families. Welcome to first grade. I am Miss Page, your teacher for the year. I'm looking forward to having you in my class and for us to get back to school. I would like to show you the classroom. Let me flip the camera around so I can do that. As you walk into the classroom, you will see your cubbies or mailboxes. These will all have your name on them. So on that first day, we'll make sure you know where to put your stuff. Above the cubbies are your supply boxes. These will have all the materials you need to do our work in first grade. We have a number line on our board and CHAMPS, which will be our management system in first grade. There's the front of the room and our smart board, which is always fun. In front of the smart board are the desks where you will be sitting. Again, on that first day, we'll have to find your name tag on the tables where you will be sitting. Lots of places to sit. Across the room, behind the tables, we have our classroom library. We will be getting lots of books to read from the library every week. That back door goes out to the playground, which is the best part of first grade. In the back, we have a table. You will spend lots of time at that table learning math and reading and writing. That is where small groups of children will be working with me to do those fun things. And then we have 3 computers, which you will be using, as well as laptops. And then we are lucky, we have a bathroom in our room, so when you need to use the restroom, you will just be able to do that. That is our classroom, and outside that door are our lockers. So on that first day, we'll help you find your locker. It will also have your name on it. Looking forward to seeing you on the first day of school.